what we've seen so far is that you can not only have code that runs basically from top down to the bottom, right? We can actually have code that has sort of these decision trees, right? Where if a certain condition is satisfied, you can run some code. Whereas if some other condition is satisfied, you can run other code, and you could even have like a default, right? If none of those cases are satisfied. And in doing so, right, we just don't have one way that the code can run, right? Just from top to bottom. Now, those are what we call conditional constructs, where we looked at if else and switch case and so on. But we can also have code, basically loop, right? And what we use in order to do loops is we have three constructs. There's a for loop in C, there's a while, and there's also a do while. Now, in the case of a for loop, right, we can say something like for int I equals, we assign a value of 0. We can say I less than, let's say, 10, right? And then we are doing an increment, right? And within that body of the for loop, we can print out, let's say, percent %d. We can say I is currently, so you can see after each loop, right? What the value of I is currently percent %d, right? When we run this, compile it, you see, we have a loop running from when I is equal to 10, sorry, 0, right? That's the first case. And after it increments I, so we are doing, right? I is 1, then it increments I again, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Remember, this middle part here is actually the end condition, right? So if it finds that at the beginning of the loop that I is less than 10, then it will run the loop, continue running the loop, right? It will continue doing this, which is the increment, right? But if it is the case, like when we actually get I is equal to 10, remember this condition is no longer satisfied. So it will not do the increment, neither will it actually execute the body of the loop. And that's how a for loop runs in or works in the case of